make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Here we go. Here we go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford is going to let this into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 56 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now Stafford looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Rashad Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Penny. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Kill, turn up. Switch.
On third down, Penny. And an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Throwing on second and 14. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Four down.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. First down, the run with Lynch. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, Lynch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
32. Bravo.
Give me some.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, we're going 37's the mic.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Penny, a first down carry. They find some open field here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the rout is on here in this first half.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This complete to Jones. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Lions.
Right there.
On first and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Omaha, ready to move.
Watch the screen. Switch it.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter.